Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman. Illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. So if you want to find those people, that's how you find those people. I'm a little sassy at the moment. I don't know why. Don't know why. That's a lot, just flew right out. That's it? Okay. So, like, it's very interesting to me. It's kind of like all the tarot cards, and there's only 5 of them, are all in the center, and all of them but one are major arcana. So this feels like this might be quite the hit. Not the hit, but, like, yeah, no, they're all good, actually. I think these are all good. Well, what's going on in the center is good. Let's just get into it. Starting over here at the beginning, you've got these 3 cards. You got the Enlightenment, you got Forgiveness, and you got Wisdom. So all of this coming in, they seem to keep moving around a little weirdly, in my opinion. Something's improving. You're making decisions to where you want something to get better. Where are you going with this? I feel like you're owning a piece of this situation. I'm getting this. I'm not perfect. Never said I was perfect. Sometimes I screw things up, but you know what? I'm not the only one. But I'll own my piece of this. And I feel like you're doing that. Like, I'll own my piece of this. I can do that. So you're owning your piece of it. You're doing the right thing here. You're bringing it forward. I feel like there's other people who screwed things up too. But when I'm feeling forgiveness on your side, you're like, listen, pointing fingers isn't getting me anywhere right now. I just need to move forward. So I'll own my spot. I'll own my piece. If other people can or not, that's them. I just don't want to sit here and mess around with it anymore. So I'm just going to own my piece, let that go. Let's move forward. And I feel like you're coming into the situation with that attitude. It feels good to me. And you're bringing another breath of fresh air into it. You're revitalizing it. I know it says renew, revitalize. I don't want to say renew for some reason. I want to say, like, you're bringing some more energy in here. You're amping it up a bit. You're bringing it's like best foot forward. It's kind of like, let's make this go better. I'm sick of screwing around with this. Let's just improve it. Let's just make it better. How about that, guys? Let's just make it a better situation than it is. Let's do that. That's your attitude. Let's just fix it. Let's just improve it. Revitalize pops in again. Let's bring it back to the good that it used to have. Now, this energy coming in, like the other energy on the other side, I don't know what to think about this just yet. It seems to go better going forward, but when I'm getting the mysticism, what's this one? Impartiality, creation. That mysticism, I know that, I don't know. I feel like they're harboring some type of negativity. And I feel like that's the mystery of this. Like, they're harboring some negativity. This is somebody who doesn't want to own their piece. No, I don't think they want to own their piece. I'm just not feeling it that way. Either that or they're not seeing it the way you're seeing it. And you're owning your piece, but I almost feel like they want to blame you for more than that. And I don't think you're going to go for it. You're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And you just keep going. Is there enlightenment was on your side? But I'm getting, like, creation with the impartiality is kind of like, it's almost like they're feeling like you're admitting to some of it, but not all of it. And they're trying to, like, it is what it is. Let's just get over it. Let's just move forward. They don't expect any more than what you've already given. So they're just kind of going forward with whatever it is. I don't know. I feel like this is like that It's kind of like a loaded situation. I don't know. I don't like it too much. They're just kind of like, well, that's the best I'm gonna get. That's the best I'm gonna get. And when this starts off, I'm getting the hanged man attitude, kind of like, all right, let's get back into this. Let's handle what we need to handle. But nobody's attitude is really changing. You're just kind of dealing with this person, and they're a bit standoffish. And I feel like you're kind of like, all right, fine, be a little bit standoffish. I guess I'll just do what I need to do. The hanged man between you and this person is kind of like, it's almost like waiting to see, like, is this actually going to get better? Or are we just kind of like going through the motions? That's what I'm getting with the hanged man. It's kind of like it doesn't seem really much different than what you're used to with this. It doesn't seem like it's improving at this point, but it's kind of like things just kind of like stabilizing and like are they gonna get better from here or are they not? Is this a healing moment or is this not? Is a questionable moment with the hanged man. It's kind of like nothing seems to be moving. Could be healing, but is it? There's a big question mark with it. As it keeps going forward, you got the star card coming in next. I do feel like this energy starts to really back off and they start to relax a bit. They seem to want it to get better. They have the joy card on their side. At this point, I like it. I like it at this point in the sense of like they're lifting the energy up a bit. They're working with you a little bit more. They seem to be giving you a fair shot at this point. It's like it wasn't coming in as easily to begin with, but now it seems to be like it's working a lot better. They seem to be lightening up their energy. Now I'm noticing on your side you got gossip. I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if this is good or bad because I feel like you're kind of thinking, you know, that they're getting over it. You're kind of listening for like those little cracks in the surface, kind of like, are they saying stuff about me? I don't know. It's a weird energy with the gossip because I feel like there's a lot more fiction than fact going on here. And I feel like you're just kind of handling it. You're just kind of rolling with it. They're not really telling you left or right what they're thinking. Some of you might be kind of a little bit, you know, suspicious about why they're so happy. Like, uh-oh, why are they so happy? What are they going to do? It's a weird energy. It feels like it goes back and forth. It doesn't feel stable. When I'm feeling gossip in this situation on your side, it feels like you're just kind of going with like what you're seeing rather than what you're seeing and what you're hearing from others. There's no factual like this is actually going to go good or this is going to go bad. There's not really a lot of stability with it. The star card is telling me there's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of good energy here. But there's no facts. I don't feel like we're building on facts at this point. So you're kind of doing with what you can with it. It doesn't seem like it's that bad, but you're just kind of going with it. The Fool card comes in next. Nothing is bad right here, but I do see like a whole new beginning is starting to come forward. And I'm getting like the service card in the environment is like somebody here seems to be like I'm very much centering on the lady in purple. And I'm feeling like somebody's just kind of needing a timeout, which is very odd to me coming in with the Fool card. But I feel like it might be pulling this energy that you're used to dealing with away. Like they have to deal with something else. They're in service to something else. This energy you've been dealing with, you're trying to make things better with, that you know seems to be doing better. I feel like they get like a bump. Like there's something that goes wrong for them. It doesn't seem like it's directly for you, but it goes bad for them, and that they have to take care of that. Things are going better with you and them, but something on their side goes wonky, and they have to fix something, and it seems like it's a rough time for them. When that's happening for them, I feel like you have a lot of empathy for them. You're not really sure what to do with the situation, but you seem very empathetic for it. Kind of like, all right, you know, me and this person don't always get along, but I feel bad that this is happening to them right now because things seems like they were going a little bit better for us, and now this is kind of throwing a curveball at them, which I really feel bad that that's happening. You seem very empathetic. When I feel the victim card, I feel like you're looking at them like they're a victim. Is that hitting right? I feel like that's how you're looking at this. And you're just kind of like, what's this going to do to this situation? Because I'm like, You're looking at it like they're hitting a rough patch. Like this is hard for them. Like, can they really keep going with this situation? Is this gonna throw us off again? Like, what can I do to make this easier for them? You're actually very empathetic. You're very giving at this point too, is what I'm getting. Kind of like, we were doing better. Life is harder for them. What can I do to make this continue on? The situation is gonna take like a little bit of a hiatus. Nothing gets worse, but there's no more improvement for a while either. So nothing goes, it doesn't backslide, but it doesn't progress. It just kind of lingers in limbo. Limbos? Yeah, limbo. Limbo, right? Yeah. Just kind of here in limbo. It's not there, not here. It's not going forward. It's not going backward. Can't really stay there, but it is at the moment. It's just kind of like floating there. It's kind of like, it's in limbo. But the Four of Swords would kind of hint at healing. Because I feel like you're taking the stress off of this person in some way. And I feel like they're healing. And I feel like you're allowing them to heal. And I feel like that's really good for you too at the same time. You seem to be doing anything you can to just give this situation a break. You have a lot of empathy for it. I feel like you have a lot of empathy. Like that's hard. That's a lot to deal with. I'm just going to pull this over my way so they don't have to deal with it. I'm going to make this a non-issue so they don't have to deal with it because I actually want this to get better and I think we're going in a good direction. But that's a lot on them and I just don't feel like that's fair. And I feel like you're looking at that way. Like that's not fair that they should have to deal with all that plus this. That's a lot to ask of anybody. You're taking on extra is what I feel you're doing. Now, this is the card that comes in next, which I do like this card. But I feel like what you're doing is you're literally taking over the situation and you're making the situation go better. You're picking up the pieces where you can. You're making the situation a better moment. You're pushing it up. You're pushing it up in a way that it seems to be making a big difference, in my opinion. You're really elevating the situation. You're taking on a lot, but I've noticed a few Leos, they have a lot of energy. Just y'all seem to be able to do it. So you're pushing the situation into a better area. That's the miracle here. This other person is extremely grateful that you're taking this off of them for a while. This is not going unnoticed. You're giving them a break. They really need the break. They know that you're the one who's choosing to make this easier for them. That's making a world of difference with them. A world of difference. Like, their life is becoming a lot more manageable. It's not easy. This side of whatever they're doing, whatever's happening here, it's not easy for them. But you're making it a lot more manageable for them. It's not a walk in the park. It's not going to be. But they can handle it a lot better. You're doing this for them. They literally did not expect this to happen. They are flat out blown away that you're doing this. They know that you're doing this for them to make it easier for them. And they have a lot of appreciation for it. A lot. I do feel like this is how this situation is going to improve for you down the road. You're actually creating an ally that I feel like you would never expect this person to be an ally for you. Because you're doing this at a time where they really need it, you are actually creating an ally, is what I feel like is going on here. Is there anything else? All right. I like how that ended. I feel like that was a good ending for y'all. So you'll have to let me know in the comments, of course. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.